Everything seems to be in order.
Order.
Oi, mate. We are pirates, scallywags, and wankers.
We're just podcasters.
Yeah, mine was better. We are crickets! I get it now.
Yeah.
So, good morning and welcome back to the Sketchbook Heroes podcast.
It never works.
It never works.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah, we're back.
And
Does this sound weird?
I don't know.
We sound weird?
It sounds weak.
It sounds, we sound like a bunch of weak-ass motherfuckers.
Maybe not.
I have no idea. Yeah,
it's probably great.
It is what it is. So, welcome back to the Sketchbook Heroes podcast with me, Ilias.
And me, Robert.
Yes, the chaos that is us. This week, we will be talking about expectations put on you, either as like a compliment to something you do a lot, or to something that you've done that people appreciate, and then you kind of cater to that. But
expectation.
Yeah, exactly. And you start deviating from what you want to do because you're getting praised for something else. And we're going to deep dive into that shit later. So, yeah, how have you been? The other me.
Stressful. No, I've been good. It's, life is life. No. Yeah. And life is life.
It's life, yes. I totally, I can relate so much to all of this without having specifics.
Yeah. No, I could sit here and complain forever. Mm-hmm. And I could sit here and talk about how happy I am with so many things.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
it is what it is.
Yeah. And
life is life. It's the perfect song.
Yeah.
For where you're at. Yeah.
Exactly. And what about you, dude? How is life?
Is life? No.
No.
Oh, man. Yeah. What is life? Who is life?
What a life.
Yeah. Everything is up in the air. And yeah, at least we wrapped up October. So we're going to talk a bit about that as well in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels nice to have one stressful sort of thing taken out of the equation. But yeah, moving week. So getting like access to the apartment that I paid for now, or paid rent for.
You already paid rent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was last week, right?
That was last week. Yeah.
God damn it.
Yep. So paid rent. Comic-Con is coming up. We've prepped nothing. If you listen to last week's episode.
Yes. All but nothing.
But really looking forward to the week after Comic-Con.
Yes, me too. Oh, man, I just want this week to be over and done with.
Same.
Yeah.
Also, I want to kind of see the reaction from my kids now with the moving and everything, all that stuff.
I know what the problem is.
So many things.
Sorry, I have to interrupt. The dot is that way.
You son of a bitch.
That's why you were so clear when you were talking.
There you go. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, bastards.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, that's what happens when people touch our stuff.
Don't talk about that. I really don't care.
Oh, this is my all of my letters. Letter combinations.
Whatever letter combination this is.
Whatever it is, that's what it is.
I really don't care because I have bigger problem.
Life is life.
Life is life. Yeah. No, but I don't know. I will feel how I feel next week.
Yeah. Actually, that episode is going to be so interesting to record.
Yeah.
Like, how dead will we be? Or how happy will we be?
Yeah. But that episode will also be delayed a week because, that's how we record them.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sucks. Because, people are going to expect this episode to be about Comic-Con, and it's not.
And it's not.
That's your little heads up here. This is not the Comic-Con
Exactly.
episode.
This is snot, episode.
Yeah, it's not a con. No.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. 216 today, and we are going strong.
We are going.
We are going. Okay,
Yeah,
remove strong.
yeah.
We're just going.
And leaving, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Rate it.
rate it, and
tell your friends and spread it. And
Exactly.
thanks to everybody for doing everything that you are doing. If you're doing something, yeah, that's all I hear too.
Yep, that's
Also,
noted.
yeah.
And
Yeah, and intro song.
yes, go please.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons. Even with beards and tattoos, you know they haven't changed at all. Filling sketchbooks every night, getting fed away this life. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any life. Sketchbook hero.
Just never goes. How are you? No,
So,
we're back.
yeah. There's no energy. Where?
That was energy.
Where? I was trying to get energy. Let's like do some fun and get some energy up.
I
No.
got sweaty.
Me too.
Uh,
Now I have to remove a jumper that
and I got really inspired before we got into this room because Max was showing us his 3D new printed like swords and like Oni masks and
really
shit.
cool. Really,
And
really,
I
really cool.
got really pumped for a new photo shoot. So I'm going to borrow all of his stuff at some point.
And I want to see that
Mm-hmm.
photo.
But I did take some test photos of you. Should have probably switched lenses because I couldn't fit, like I couldn't back up enough to kind of get the shot that I wanted.
Ah.
But I have something to just
Play
see
around
how
with.
to see how the props work in photos. So
Cool.
very cool.
Cool. Yeah. No.
Is it picking up breath
it
more
sound-
than normal?
It sounds like it does.
It does, doesn't it? I don't think the limiter or something isn't on, so it feels like every like inhale, it doesn't like usually it takes away the noise, but yeah, it feels like I've never heard that before.
Same.
Like it just feels like every time I'm like, and it just like picks it up super loud. So this is the breathing episode. Breathe with us.
Breathing and drooling and yeah, just the noise.
No, but everything like every like sucking sound that you make that normally doesn't get picked up. It's insane. Like every time you get self-conscious, you're like, and it's picking it all up. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Okay, someone has touched our things.
Yeah.
Somebody
Don't
has
touch my stuff.
Don't. No, I had nothing. Fuck it. Moving on. So this week we will be talking about
Expectations.
expectations
On
that are
you.
put on you and that you kind of cater to because you're stupid.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, but it's just it's so like a breathy laugh. Jesus. I'm just gonna turn my head when I'm talking to this microphone.
And this one just picks up everything a little bit more. So that's
That
great.
microphone picks up my breathing from
It does. Just okay, let's just not breathe anymore.
That's what I'm feeling. I'm like, and just like trying to talk without breathing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm sweaty and nervous now.
Like I don't know what to do.
I don't know. Why so serious, bats? Just gasping for air.
It's not gonna get picked up. It's fine.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Yeah,
It probably isn't. The one time we say it, it probably gets picked up. All of it.
Nobody listens to the show anyway.
That's
It's
true.
fine. Yeah. We're
The numbers
fine.
are going down. It's all fine.
it's
We're all
fine.
gonna die.
It's all burning.
Everyone's dying. Like I can see the numbers. I'm just like people are dying. They didn't stop listening. They just like the blips on the map are just dying out.
So sad.
So sad. No, but seriously, like I think social media kind of introduced this to us in a or I guess in a major way. that we kind of cater to what people are liking more of, just to get the likes, the all that.
The dopamine.
Yeah, but I also noticed it as a kid, and this is I guess this is the thing. Like, if you've listened for a while, you'll know that I dropped out of school early because I was living up to these expectations for a long time, up to the 9th grade, I think. I lived up to these expectations, and because I was the good kid, I always did good in school, and and people expect you to become like some type of, I don't know, like a doctor, or like go places within the academic world, I guess.
Make it.
Yeah, and because no one in my family ever did, and then they put all that expectation on you.
Yeah.
And that comes with pressure.
And big glasses.
Yeah. And a crew cut. But
it was a beautiful time.
But it's like it depends on when you wake up in your life, like, because me in the 9th grade, I kind of rebelled, still a nice kid, but I just didn't want to live up to anyone's anything anymore.
Yeah, you kind of just stopped listening to people telling you what to do.
What to do, yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Like, you still did what you had to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, you didn't
but I just didn't do
any of your homework or anything. Like,
yeah, I just dropped out. Like, I went to the whatever comes after 9th grade here in Sweden. I'm not even going to try to...
Upper secondary.
Yeah, but that's not the same. Like, U.S. and
Britain.
Canada. Yeah, exactly. So
it's kind of still high school, I guess, in the U.S.
Yeah, it's super confusing, so I'm just going to skip it. So whatever applies to where you live, that's what I did
when
after
we
the
were
9th grade.
15, I guess.
Yeah,
is when
so 15 is when I dropped out.
Yeah.
I think it was just around my birthday as well, because I went to school for about 2 or 3 months, I remember. So end of October, I think I dropped out. And I went to this, like, the most difficult sort of, one that I could pick, because I didn't know what I wanted to become. And I just... Okay, we're watching a movie about rock, like types of rock. I was like,
and this is not Dwayne Johnson. This is
this is not wrestling. This is this is
biology.
dirt. Yeah, this is biology 101. Dirt. No, so I just like as soon as they played that fucking movie, like 1 month in, I was like, and this is where I log out. Like this is I'm out. And I just left.
So
No. I left the classroom. Like I was just like, thanks, but no thanks. We're good here. And then I talked to the what do you call them? The counselor. That's the one. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. She was super supportive. I was like, what the fuck, lady? She was like, you can enroll whenever, like, because my grades were good, and I did, like I do good.
She knew you weren't going to make it anyways.
Exactly. She was like, yeah, well, fuck you.
Go back to your country.
Wherever you're from.
Yeah.
Arab. I have the same beard now as then.
Yeah.
Because I was 15. You know how we are.
You were born with it.
Maybe he's born with it.
You heard it too, huh?
Yep. Long-lasting lashes? That's all I'm hearing.
So convincing too. Oh my God, you nailed it.
Fuck, dude. It's just like commercials are not done the way they were back in the day.
That's genius. Sorry, I'm making noise.
Make noise.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To cover up our breathing.
Yeah.
Just like fidgeting with stuff just to cover all of our breathing. I can't yet. You have to drink some of it. You have to take the empty bottles. Come on. Pamphlet it. Come on, bitch. You have an empty bottle beside you. I love that you have that chink. Yeah, exactly that. And the caps as well. Just like
yeah.
That's
what happens
when you drop out of school.
Numbers.
No, when you drop out of school, this is how you make a living. Skills you pick up along the way.
You just see Ilias on Drottninggatan sitting there.
Like,
everything my keys. What the fuck are we doing?
Every episode is chaos nowadays. Oh my God.
Yes.
Looking back.
over my shoulder.
Just like half
I
whistling.
can look in your.
That's all I'm hearing in my head.
Oh my god! But
Yeah, so I dropped out.
And The Rock made you drop out of school.
Yeah, The Rock made me drop out of school. Bottom line, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson made me drop out of school.
Did you ever feel any type of, I don't know, anxiety or panic or like
Nope.
what the fuck have I done?
No, because that, just like now, where my life is right now, for whoever listened to the episode before the last one, your problem. But I just felt like I did the right decision. That was for me to be happy and not to make someone else happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I never, like, when I do these, like, major decisions, it's not like I'm trying to fuck over anyone. I'm just trying to, you know, like, okay, I need to be on this planet for X amount of years. I need to enjoy it all the way to my deathbed.
Yeah.
Because I've always, like, I always feel like when I'm not doing that, eventually that becomes burdensome. You know what I mean? Like, you're living someone else's life to make others happy. And that's a beautiful thing, but it's also like, what happens? Like, I have to do this for 40 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So I also need to be happy, because otherwise it gets reflected in my mood and, you know, the way that I am. Because you get, like, bitter or jaded, you know, like, over time. And then you're fucked, and then it's impossible to kind of get out of it.
Yeah.
Once you get to that point. So, yeah.
But I think, like, I don't know anybody that has done what you did. And I think most people would have done what you did if they didn't have the expectations from their parents or friends or whoever that you have to finish high school.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do this because otherwise you're not going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
But who says that you won't make it if you don't do those last couple of years?
Yeah.
Like, the only thing that proves is that you can obey rules and, like, stick to a schedule.
Yeah. But that's exactly what it is. You can solve puzzles that come in a box, basically.
Yeah. Like they throw the whip and you just say, Sieg Heil. Or, you know, if we're going to go down that road. Yeah,
We should not.
No, we shouldn't. But it's so ballsy that you, at like 15 years, maybe 16.
No, 15.
Just decided to, like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go.
Yeah,
do
and I had
whatever
no plan. Like, the Ninja Turtle dream was a thing, and that
was the
didn't pan
plan.
out. Yeah, that was the plan, but that never panned out.
If we wouldn't have had that plan, do you think you still would have dropped out?
Oh, yeah, because I was the only thing. I don't know, really. Like, it's so hard to say what I would and wouldn't have
Because
done.
that was a very tangible goal. Like, that was something that we could achieve, and we're halfway there, more or less, probably even closer. How much had you saved up?
Like, I worked, like, when I dropped out, I managed to get a pretty okay job.
Yeah.
So I did manage to gather up like 100,000.
Yeah.
Or 120 Swedish crowns.
And I was up
100,000.
around the same.
Yeah.
Because I was working a lot as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we were 100K Sweden. What's that?
120
That's
Swedish
like $10,000.
is like 10,000,
Something.
plus. But
That's still like a lot of money to go to China and live off of.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
we could have probably
Dude, we could have done it. But I don't know what happened. Like, I got unemployed after they let a lot of us go, and I was a young one. They were like, he'll find something else. Fuck that guy.
Last in, first out.
Yeah. And so I couldn't find a job, and I refused to work at McDonald's at first.
you
then
hadn't
was-
reached fuck it yet.
Yeah, so I was forced to get a McDonald's job eventually, you know, and maybe McDonald's was before this job. I don't remember. But, you know, I got a couple of shitty jobs as I saw them, and I worked my way up, I guess, salary-wise.
Which is what you do.
Yeah, I did some odd jobs. I did some regular jobs, you know, just trying to kind of get up in the world.
Mm.
And, you know, eventually what I wanted to do kind of switched or, you know, like shifted.
Yeah. or just went up in smoke.
Yeah, the money disappeared. You meet a girl, you fuck up.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you fuck your back up and you can't really do what you wanted to do, become a Ninja Turtle. Because they have hard backs and I don't. But I mean, did you ever second guess yourself? Did you ever, because
Back then,
all of a sudden you went from having a plan to there is no plan. What was your thinking then? And
again, I got into a relationship at some point.
were there any expectations there?
Always. But it was my ex, she wanted like a family.
Yeah.
We were kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who even thinks that? But apparently, it's probably normal, like for some. Or maybe she came from like a background with like a broken family and then she wanted to not live that life.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that caused a lot of, because I didn't want to do that.
Of course not. You're a kid.
Exactly. So she kind of pushed for a lot of that. And then, we broke up.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had no money left and had to start working again, And then I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I wasn't even an artist or anything, I just drew because it was fun. But I didn't know Photoshop. I didn't know shit. I started with that in my 20s, it came late.
And that's the thing. At that age, both of us didn't have any expectations. I think, I don't think my parents put any sort of expectations on me apart
Once
from...
I dropped out?
Yeah. No, but I mean, for me, I don't think they would have been mad if I dropped out or not.
Nah,
they
same.
wouldn't have given a flying fuck.
Same.
There was no expectations apart from, be happy.
Yeah.
They just... I don't know. They always seemed confident that I would just make it somehow.
Same. I don't know why,
No,
but I guess
same.
For all our sort of rebellious youths and stuff like that, for doing stuff, they just but he always does right.
Yeah.
And I think
We always came home.
We always came home. We always I
were
never
always nice.
no, but I never lied
No, same.
where I was going. We're gonna be at this party in this weird neighborhood.
Yeah.
They always knew. I was very transparent, and it just felt normal.
Same.
So I didn't really do anything that they wouldn't trust me. So even with the dropping out, they were like, that sounds like if that's what you want to do, then do it. And you're like, oh shit, that was, and again, what is expected of you, what is you and what is them? You know what I mean? Because I felt like if I drop out, this is going to cause major chaos.
Yeah.
And then you drop out and they're like, that's your decision to make. And you're like, what?
Where are the ripples?
Yeah,
Where are
exactly.
where's the chaos?
Where is the expectation that I put on this situation that it was going to, it's like when we've talked about relationships. When you have this thing that burdens you and then you talk to the other person and they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. And you're like, but I've been thinking about this for a week and building it up in my head. Where is the thing?
You're supposed to explode.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, oh, I totally understand. And you're like, what?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, the anticlimactic sort of reaction to things oh, I'm sorry I said that. They were like, oh, I don't remember that. That's cool. Thank you for saying sorry.
Exactly.
I guess.
That's my life.
Yeah.
Right
Thank you
there.
for acknowledging a thing I don't remember.
Yeah. But let's
And now,
fast forward. Yeah.
Yeah, to art and
Instagram, I guess.
Instagram, I guess, is
Social media.
we're not privy to this when it comes to people's normal lives, but I think with social media though, when someone gives you encouragement for something that you've done, and let's say you've posted on Instagram for years and then you post this one thing that everyone loves and it's something that you just tried one time. You don't really enjoy it, but the end result was fine.
Yeah.
But then people encourage it, oh my God, this is the best thing you've done, or oh my God, we want to feature you, or we want to do this. You get so much attention for a thing you don't have a passion for.
It was just an experiment.
It was an
or-
experiment, and you didn't enjoy it, and the process was tedious, but then you kind of but everyone wants to see just this. And some people tend to cater to what works.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine.
I would
you
say
get to do,
most people.
yeah,
We are suckers for that.
I think so.
The
But
this
I think that the
slap on the
climate
back or
is
the-
changing.
Well, yeah, now people are thinking for
Aware,
themselves.
yeah,
again.
people are getting a bit more aware about it. But I would say that we all, in the beginning, the early years of Instagram at least, started, piggybacking on whatever we got sort of that did well, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you end up like, I hate this. Like, and I see it on a lot of big accounts that I follow that are like artists that I've enjoyed for years. They all kind of drop out one after one at their peak because they're doing like, it's either like, I can't be bothered to post this much all the time to be visible, the constant changing of algorithms and what's expected and what works and what doesn't work, I totally understand, but just to keep it like to the whole expectation thing, like you spend a lot of your time doing something you're not passionate about, and it kind of gets tedious. And that's like Inktober. Like I enjoy doing my ink drawings. And like I said last time was that Inktober, like it doesn't feel worth it anymore. And you said because I don't get likes.
Yeah.
But it's the amount of art that I do within that month. That's not worth the effort.
Yeah.
Like it is too much work for very little sort of, like if I don't get any client work, if like my clients don't see any of my work, then I can do the same thing. Like imagine if I had all these 31 drawings that I could just spread out. I could have posted a video. I could have posted one image in a week. Like break it up in parts,
And enjoyed the process.
Enjoy the process,
no
filmed
stress
it, like cut together little videos, and I would have only needed to make one image to post throughout the week with no stress. Instead, I was like every day post, just to keep, and that isn't worth it. Because now I'm like, Inktober is a challenge, but it's a challenge that I feel is there's too much work and there's no payout.
Yeah.
Pay off.
And
I think it's important, like, depending on how you use social media. Like, I use it as a work tool, and if it doesn't give me that, then I'm investing in the wrong tool,
Yeah.
And that's what I don't want to do in Inktober. Like, I'll keep posting the ink stuff because it's the way that I draw when I ink. But again, I could also fall into the pocket, and I think I did early on with the ink stuff when it started working. And, as soon as I post something else, it doesn't really work. Like if I post anything digital, people don't even know that it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll notice it and a few others that have followed me for years. But most people don't know what I draw, what my style is beyond the ink stuff. So it's very distinct. So again, what is the trade-off here? Do I just commit to the inking or do I draw everything? And I do draw everything that we talked about as well. It's like I work with the digital part.
Yeah.
So it's nice not to do that privately. But it's also like it's something that I really do enjoy. So I need to find a balance there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So again, what do you want to cater towards, like the expectation or the what you enjoy? And
Exactly.
I guess it's this episode.
Yeah. And I mean, it's the same for me with having done so many portraits and movie poster stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people come to expect from me now.
Yeah.
So whenever I post one of those goofy, like cartoonish stuff,
cartoonish.
It actually it does get a good response, but it also feels like people think that it's just a joke or something. Most of the time it is, but it also is something that I really love drawing. And it's something that just comes from within me that is personal. And like all the portraits, I love doing that as well, but it's so much reference work and it's just me putting so much pressure on myself, trying to make it look perfect. And it comes with a lot of baggage, I guess. Whereas the cartoony stuff is just what it is. Like, so right now I feel like I want to do more of that stuff rather than poster and portrait art. So, but that also feels like I'm letting down the quote unquote fans.
Yeah.
Because that's not what you signed up for. Like, you're following me because you want to see the posters. And where are they? Yeah, they're gone. There is no more.
There
no
is
mas.
no mas.
No mas.
For now, and that's
for-
the thing, yeah.
Yeah, but that also came about because I did the Mad Max Fury Road poster, and that exploded and was shared everywhere, and I got so much attention for it that my brain just went, okay, so this is what we're doing from now on.
You did a lot of those fucking things,
Yeah.
like at that time.
Yes, I did. Like one a week or a day or
Jesus.
like, yeah, at some point. Yeah, that was crazy. But I loved it. And I just rode that sort of like wave
No, I understand.
and just kept going with it. And it did take me like quite far. Like I just kept producing stuff and it never felt boring. I never felt like I was doing it for the wrong reasons. It was always something I wanted to do. While I was working on one piece, I was starting to imagine the next one, and it just kept going like this perfect oiled machine.
Yeah. But it's not lasting. That's the thing. Like, you know,
That's the thing. And yeah, then one day just hit that wall, I guess, and it stops. And then what?
yeah.
And then, then I draw an ink thing, and those like Star Wars hip hop whatever thing.
Yeah.
Like I did those.
How did they perform?
Not
Because that was
not that well.
early, yeah. Because my early ink stuff did not perform. Like, because I did some like fucked up things, like early ink stuff. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
you break people's expectations, I
Yeah.
guess, and maybe some people kind of, well, like you said, they don't even recognize that it's you, so they don't like they just scroll by it or whatever. But yeah, for some crazy reason, that was the end of it, I guess, and that's where it started. And then I've been sort of up and down, lucking out with one piece and then totally failing for the next 10, and then one piece is really good, and then on and on it went. And, you know, to the point where we are at now, where I
Yeah.
just feel like, you know, what's the point? Like, I should be drawing for myself because I want to do something, not because of people's expectations or commissions or anything.
That's why I don't do commissions. I
Yeah.
really don't enjoy drawing your stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoy drawing my stuff. And then you get to see part of it.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be.
It's-
We've been talking about this forever.
But it's a hard truth to kind of get to. Because you're like, oh, sorry for not posting. You know, no one cares.
It's easy to
Really.
talk about, but nobody ever like acknowledges
Yeah,
that.
that
like the struggle is real, and that's why I brought up Instagram last time. It's
Yeah.
like, where are you guys now with Instagram? Because I've let it go. It's just not in me anymore.
yeah.
It's just for work. That's all it is. I publish because I have to.
Yeah,
That's
no,
it.
I get it. And I really don't have to, but it's one tool, and it's the social media that I enjoy. Like, you know, as much as you can enjoy it now.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've come to a place, though, that I have a nice balance with Instagram. Like, I don't expect it to do well, but I can post fairly fast. And I know in what manner I want to post and in what tempo, I guess, I want to produce stuff. And that's all I'm going to do. Like, I'll follow sound trends and stuff. Like, the smaller trends I will follow, like, because they do work. But I won't go out of my way to, you know, like, make these productions for Instagram for it to fail all the time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
you put too much work in with no payoff.
with no
whatsoever.
payoff. And that's why I don't like going above and beyond for a platform I can't control.
And again, going back to expectations, that's us putting expectations on a piece that we're doing before we even started. It's like it prohibits the creation of the thing because
Yeah.
we're expecting it to do well. And then you start realizing that it's not worth it. So why would I
Yeah.
even create this thing? Because it's not gonna.
But it's like Instagram. Like the fun thing is when you post every day. Like, it's such a wild west. What does good and what does well, and it's just there's no reason to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell why this one did good and that one didn't, because I feel like some of the really good pieces didn't do well, and then some of the worst pieces, in my opinion, did better. You know, like.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's like anything to like. I think it's luck.
Yeah.
like where did the algorithm put you this day, and how many of your friends were active when you did post.
It's a roll of the dice.
It's a roll of the dice, and that's why I think it's not worth sticking around. Like I don't even stick around for the comments anymore.
The house always wins, Ilias.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. So I've stopped replying to the comments now. Like I haven't stopped. What I do is
What
like
a bitch.
I post the image,
Yeah.
and then I start drawing the next one, and then the next time I post, I reply to everyone that wrote.
I mean, that's a smart.
That's another
thing.
way of doing it because
Yeah.
I just don't feel like it's worth investing too much time in, because everyone's like, I haven't seen anyone's Inktober's. Like I've been able, like sometimes they've popped up, and I've gone in and just like quick liked everyone and just left a comment here and there, but I've just focused on creating
Yeah.
and not so much about, like I am social when I post, and then I just don't use it.
Yeah.
Like I'll do stories. I really enjoy stories. I enjoy seeing them, and I enjoy, making them. I think they're a nice little snippet to this anonymity that the feed gives,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's
really
where
enjoying that thing.
I'm at
yeah.
the exact same spot, I would say. I also haven't gone in and, like, I haven't even clicked the Inktober hashtag this year at all. That's something that I normally do because it's just fun to see what
It's
people
fun,
are
yeah.
doing, but I'm just not invested at all. Obviously, I have my reasons, but I don't see that as an excuse. Being a daddy is not an excuse to, like, just ignore something this big as Inktober has been for us the last couple of years. It's just not in me anymore. I am not interested. I feel really bad for everybody out there listening that I've just feel like I've ignored. I don't even know if people are posting their Inktober's on the Discord because I haven't even gone in there to check. And
It's really nice.
It's so sad for me. I mean,
No, but you're in that stage of life, and I think that should be okay as well. Like if you don't want to be in the...
I still feel like I am letting people down,
you're
and
not.
again, expectations.
Yeah, and I think that comes like just...
It's with the
Yeah.
podcast as well. That comes with a form of expectations that we put on ourselves, I
Of
guess.
course.
Because, well, how can you expect something from these douchebags? I don't know. But yeah, there's always one form of expectation with everything that I do, starting from getting up out of bed, because somebody is expecting me to get out of bed. Might not be me, but somebody is, and then it just goes from there. So it's like, the more you think about it, it's in everything that you do, more or less.
Yeah, and some is put there by you, and some is put there by others, And I think what Matthias said last time as well, like I like
said
the
something?
social. Yeah, I think he did at some
I
point.
saw
When
his
we didn't.
mouth moving,
Yeah,
but
but
I
I know.
couldn't
But beneath our words, I could hear a whisper of Matthias.
The radio voice.
Maybe that was your Kermit. But
Sorry, Maddie.
No. But what Matthias said was like, I like the community aspect of it.
Yeah.
There are so many awesome people that I've gotten to know throughout the years. And it's, some are, people that look up to my art. And then there's me looking up to like the people that I, envy or like I'm amazed by and look up to. And it's like this ecosystem of all of us, And I can see that, the people that I interact with follow each other. And it's like, oh, these people. And I've seen, for example, like how they're all communicating within their own posts and stuff. And it's
this
like
close little group in a way. That's
and it's
not close.
beautiful. No, but it is like, it is amazing that you have this community, and I enjoy that aspect of it. And I feel like Instagram is killing it.
Yeah,
because
it
they're
is.
always, I don't know, like they're
putting sticks in the wheel. Like,
no, but it's like
every once in a
they're
while.
like putting in people that don't belong all the time. They're like, oh, look at this guy. Like, I have no relation to this person.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. He's coordinating ping pong balls into mugs. I don't care. Like,
you get that guy too?
yes.
Oh my god.
No, but I've like paused for 30 days. The thing that
Oh,
Matthias-
really?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can like any recommended post. You can from your feed. You can pause for 30 days.
What?
The whole recommended.
I
thing.
just ignore or like put in
Yeah.
not interested.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Instead of building true communities, I feel like Instagram is pushing you to, like what's popular. And
Yeah.
that is my problem
They're
with the
trying
whole
to
thing.
control what you like.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you're supposed to be liking.
I achieved a goal of some sort. Sean Clark said,
Oh, cool.
"Oh, it's from outside."
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
"But
We should put a sign up.
to fuck yourself, yo."
Take a step back and literally fuck your own face. What was the quote?
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
But so where are you at with expectations nowadays then? Like, if you just think about going into the Inktober, this was the last day of Inktober.
yeah, my last ever Inktober. I feel like
Let's do a little quick reflection session here.
Hmm.
Inktober 2022.
2022.
Yeah, in my head, I
Yeah.
said 22, and
Yeah.
then I just said 2020. Inktober 22. Expectations. Like, what
Yeah,
were your expectations?
I did have
and-
expectations on it. I think we might have mentioned it last time, but I was hoping it would do like a big marketing thing that it's been the past 2 years, 3 years. I don't know.
I
I think
think
3
three,
years. Yeah,
yeah.
3. It's done really well for me. And now this kind of like, I guess I'm not jiving with the algorithm anymore, which is kind of my own fault since I took a year break from Instagram posts. I posted twice or thrice.
Just goes to show.
Yeah, breaks are bad.
Yeah.
No, but it's fine. And I just realized that my effort and the stress that comes with Inktober, like, it's not worth what I'm getting back. So I'm gonna do, my art and just post at my pace, because I have, like the guide that I put out about how to use social media. It is still an awesome guide. Like, the algorithm stuff might not be applicable anymore because of changes, but the way that you create content still fucking applies.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to make one piece a week at most, if even, but I will chop it down into bits. You'll see some of my highlights. It's stuff that I can do because I'm not going to, like, I'll have a camera and then I don't have to stress. I'll draw at my pace. I'll do it my way. I'll film some of them. I won't film some of the others, depending on how I feel. And it's like, I'm just going to create and then post.
Malone.
Malone, yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I'm just gonna post them, however my life is doing, I'm gonna post them sort of in that kind of tempo, and
But
that's
also,
where I am.
Like, you're
with-
putting a form of expectation here.
no, but I'm
out
not saying
there.
no, but I'm not saying that it's gonna be well, and I'm not saying that I'm gonna do it exactly like this, because I'm gonna do it the way that my life is at that moment. That's how I'm gonna do it. And then I'm not going to do, like, if it does poorly, it does poorly, but the investment is low. That is what I'm saying. Because Inktober is so intense.
Yeah, it is.
And,
People don't realize.
No, people do not realize. I think I was even like, I was told that I haven't been attentive, and I haven't, because I'm fucking fried. And this was the best Inktober
Yeah.
to date. Like, very minimal. Like, I haven't needed to use my brain that much.
It's like stress-free, but you still with
But,
the added
yeah,
pressure of
dude,
having to create something every
Yes,
day.
every day. And it's been exhausting.
Yeah.
And you get stupider as the days go by. Yeah, exactly. Add ers for every day that passes.
Raggy.
Raggy.
Scooby became a dog.
Scooby became an actual dog.
A horse is what I was.
Sounds like a fucking
Speaking
horse.
of fried brains. Yeah. Oh my God.
But yeah, it's so creating without Inktober, like, all the pressure is off.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo and all.
Scooby-Doo and all.
And the thing is, if you add merit to the sort of expectations,
Yeah.
when I say I'm going to post at my pace, that's the expectation. That whatever that means to you, it's not my problem. You know what I mean?
Frank
I'm
Sinatra.
Yeah, exactly.
You did it your pace.
Pace. Very nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I have it sort of handled where it doesn't affect my creativity, because I guess, like, with everything that we've said, the reason you don't want to have expectations on what you create is that you don't like put more pressures on yourself so that your creativity becomes your libido. It becomes it's harder to perform in every fucking way. Like
yes.
I don't know,
Not literally, but yeah.
but the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
Figuratively. Figurative libido.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a thing. Shut up.
It's a thing. No, but it for me, just the thought of doing Inktober came with so much expectation.
Yeah.
Again, it's mostly me putting it on myself. But I wanted to continue the story that I stopped or finished last year, and like expand it. There's so much I can do with that. I wanted to make it better, of course. There's always room for improvement. But I am so thankful that I just said no. Like, I just got to the point where I felt no.
No mas.
I will die.
Thomas.
Like, I will Thomas die. And to be honest, I can't see like any single part of my day where I could have fit it in at any stage throughout the whole day, apart from maybe while I was eating. So I don't know how I would have like actually managed. I would have.
You would have. Somehow you would have made the time.
But now
Lack of
after this
sleep.
whole month,
Yeah.
it just seems impossible.
But
And I'm so happy I didn't do it.
But it's like when people talk to us and they're like, "Oh, how do you guys manage to?" I have no time, and but you have no kids, you have nothing, and then
Yeah,
we managed to do, a million things plus Inktober.
kids, plus
Yeah.
exactly.
And
All
it
of
is like you don't know that you can until you do it, and
Yeah.
that is the thing.
Which is why I do feel like I let myself down not doing Inktober.
I think
just
you
to
did the
prove-
right choice.
I definitely did, but it's to prove to myself that I still could do it is what I feel was the letdown.
Yeah.
But I also did pretty much a piece every day because of work, sometimes two, which I always have to do. So, like, with that in mind, I would have had to do at least 2 pieces a day.
You're doing Inktober like 52 weeks a year, so.
all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But no, also October was the first month where I started taking Saturdays for myself, and that has been the best fucking thing ever. It's
Very nice.
The shitty thing is that I don't want to go back to work now.
Yeah.
Because now I get a little bit more of free time,
Yeah.
me time, baby time, just having family time. And it's so nice that stepping out of that bubble hurts.
Yeah.
Like, it physically hurts my body now. So actually, like, me just going to work tomorrow is like painful. I don't want to.
I feel you.
Like, it's a weird feeling, and I didn't think I was going to be this dude, to be honest.
But things change
yeah.
inside you. Yeah.
Something with those little baby eyes, and they see into you, and it just gives you that, like, I'm
You're
about to-
everything.
Yeah,
You're everything to them. Like, you and mom are everything.
it's insane.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is also an expectation that you put on yourself.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's a different episode. But yeah, just happy that I listened to myself and said no to Inktober. It has evolved into me creating a different story that I've started writing
Very nice.
again, because now, how many fucking books am I writing? I think I'm writing 4 books
Very
now.
nice.
It's insane. But yeah, I have just a little thing for Toolies just regarding that I wrote in the sketchbook notes, horse. But I think, like, me just thinking so much about Inktober and not doing it, thinking about the story, how I would have evolved Skullboy and all of that, just formed a new type of project in my head that I managed to filter out into this other thing that I think will be probably the first book that I will publish. It just feels more realistic. I'll talk a little bit more about that in Tools. But so that's what I've been putting my energy towards whenever I've had
But
a
that
little bit of
feels
extra.
like a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah, well, yeah.
The only reason I did Inktober was because I haven't prepped for Comic-Con at all, and I have nothing. So this gives me
it's
30.
a good way to
yeah, to have something.
material.
Yeah. And I also did fix the printer. I can talk about that in Tools. But I just like coming out of it now. Next year, I will put no effort in, or I will not do Inktober. Like, this is my last Inktober for a long time, I feel like. And
we'll
I'm going to
see
do...
if that's the thing
Next year?
Next year,
No,
yeah.
I'm not doing it. Like, it's not worth it. Like, I'll draw all year instead.
Yeah.
So that I don't burn out. Because this year, I don't feel burned out.
Yeah.
I just don't want the daily pressure of having to do it. Because it kind of like... I had everything planned. So it didn't... Like, I didn't have to be creative. I just had to do the work.
Yeah.
Which was very nice.
Yeah.
Especially the last days, I was just like fried. And now I can actually take some of these ideas and stuff. And the images that I was going to improve on later, like some of them I've sold already. You know, like it's
That's
not
awesome.
a lot, but I've sold 2 of them. So I was like, oh, yeah, I have to finish those because they wanted them
As is.
as is. And I was like, okay.
Fucking perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. So, but it's not worth. It's too much. Like a month out of 11 is a lot of fucking time to invest in something. So I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I could learn to fucking paint or something. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm
Utilize
gonna.
the time.
Yeah.
Man.
So I'm not gonna waste time like this, and I will make better art. You know, like some more like, because I feel like sometimes I have ideas that are better than the ones that are on paper or that I could add to it, but I need to rush it, and then I'm like, oh, I should have done this or that, you know, because I need to rush through it and I hate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
It's all the shoulda, woulda, couldas.
yeah, but it's, you know, like it's stuff that I could have done, but like reasonable stuff, not stuff that you look at it a year later and you're like, oh, I should have done this. You know, like those come always, like even with the stuff that you're satisfied with.
Yeah.
But these are just like, I could have made this composition better. I could have moved the character, but I didn't want to redraw it because I needed to sleep.
Yeah.
So
But that's Inktober.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't want that, especially when like usually I get like something out of doing it. Sometimes it's followers, sometimes it's gigs, and you know, like it has given me clients before, and this year it has done none. Like I think at best I've lost 100 people and gained 200.
Yay.
And I really don't care about that. Like I would rather like get no followers and just have, you know, some people say like, oh, we want to work with you because we saw this stuff.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. That has not happened either. Like, you know, and the expectation of said thing. But I think I'm just going to use my time smarter. And I'm looking forward to drawing stress-free. So I don't know. I feel pumped this year, whereas I felt dead last year. Like I didn't want to see ink or drawing at all. And I didn't.
No.
So
hopefully this will like keep the what do you call the spark going.
And I do have like I'm already like sketching on a new idea that I told you that I wanted to do.
I really want to see
Ninja Turtles
that.
related.
Oh man, I really want to see.
So it would be really fun to do that.
It actually makes me want to do like a proper Turtles one.
But we
now.
talked about Turtles like a while back to make like because you said draw something else in the ink style, and the first thing that came to mind was like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
but
because I did a last Ronin piece just when the first book came out, and it was so sloppy and so like just quick, but it just stuck with me also. Like
so good,
read the book. Or at least go into Comic Story and just get it read to you. But the full story, and this again, it's with Kevin Eastman and
the original,
like the
creators,
OG creators went back to finish off the franchise. Like it's, love it. Like there's so much love there, and it's badass. I love it.
And so dark.
So dark. They just went back to the first issue. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so good. But yeah, so that sparked inspiration in me. So we'll see how it goes with my current project. Actually, I feel like, well, we talked about this earlier, but if I get to do anything more alterations on the thing, I'm just gonna say kind of no. I'm so fed up with it and done. They could have asked for those changes so many times already that if they ask for any more changes, I'm just gonna say no. Like, I don't even want the money anymore. I just don't want to work on this fucking thing anymore. Fuck it.
Robert, you should go back and listen to the episode about writing contracts with all this info.
Yes, I should. Everybody should. Actually.
Everybody should, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that episode was called.
No. And I just feel like I'm at that stage where I don't want to do anything. Like, really, really don't want to do anything. Like, I'm so sick of tattooing. I'm sick of drawing. I'm sick of writing. I'm sick of everything. Like, it's just bubbling up inside me.
Dude.
I really don't want to do anything anymore.
I totally get that. I've been there so many times.
I don't know if it's the darkness coming in.
No, I think
whatever.
it's everything.
Yeah.
It's becoming a parent. It's about life changing quickly. It's about the mundane. It's all of it. Like, I don't think it's a one thing issue. It's everything. And you just want everything to stop. Like, you just want to freeze the world and just stop, and nothing stops. It just keeps pummeling. Life keeps happening. You know, then a scream there, like a disagreement there, work, draw, do. You're like, motherfucker,
all
just
has to
stop. And nothing ever stops.
Exactly.
You just like
that clock just keeps on ticking.
Yep.
Amazing. Yeah.
And I've even said that to my ex-wife, like, I just want everything to just stop. It just doesn't.
Never does.
Never does.
We don't have that superpower.
Nope.
Yeah.
So if you ask me what superpower,
yeah, that's always been
power to stop time.
How good would it be?
Yeah, and just walk around in like that moment.
Like, how many times have we imagined that? And then you remember, like, when we first started watching Heroes?
Yeah. Hero.
Yes.
Watch Hero. To watch Hero.
And then you realize his superpower and you just die.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
But then I didn't have kids, so couldn't relate.
Nope.
Hero, come back. Freestyle, bitch.
Didn't they do like a Next Gen Heroes show as well? I think they continue.
Don't even care.
No.
Don't even care. I really like the concept of the first one. Been a bit like sort of curious to go back and just watch it.
Same.
Sort of, but I just haven't. I don't even know where. Like, I don't.
Yeah, where
I don't remember where did we see it? Like, it went on TV. What I remember.
I think it might be on Disney or like Star.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that would be nice. Because I loved that one, dude, with the comic book artist that could see the future and shit. Like,
and it was well
awesome.
Drawn comic stuff that he painted.
And just like, or I think it was like, I don't remember.
Yeah, my memory of it
is but our memories have a way of upgrading everything.
Yeah, it does. Yes. What else do we have on expectations? By the way?
I don't know. Just don't. Like, cause like
it's with. Yeah, like I
or
said.
Like, be aware of it. You know what I mean?
You can apply
like,
it to everything.
Dude,
you just
every
shouldn't.
fucking thing. Yeah. And
like movies that are coming out, expectations.
Yeah.
What you're gonna, like, when you're gonna go to bed. Like, anything. How your food's gonna taste. Just stop thinking. Just live in the now. Always.
Yeah, but I think it's just being aware. Am I doing this because I enjoy it, or am I doing this because I'm getting pats on the back for it?
Yeah, go with your gut. Does this feel good? Not the dopamine kicks of the likes.
Yeah, because that's
like,
momentary. Jesus.
Brain worky good.
That's all I'm hearing. Motherfucker.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. But yeah.
Zero expectations.
Zero expectations. Tell us what you think about expectations. Which expectations do you have on yourself?
All of the
Yeah.
expectations.
Do you feel like you're doing, like, are you living a life where you're making, I guess, are you making the decisions and the things that you're doing for you? Or are
Yeah.
you making art that other people are sort of telling you to do? Or like, you know,
If
whatever.
it makes you happy.
Exactly.
Then why the hell are you so
Then
sad?
why aren't you writing in the Discord?
Which one is it?
I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Since I could.
Good. Have political views on concerts.
Yeah, we're
They
back
had like
with
some
the
type of
fucking-
rant on a concert.
Yeah, we needed to push these buttons
Yeah,
because we
to
had the
actually
track.
have the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we're done. Stop. Stop it.
I like it.
There's always the one.
I don't know if that was funny. I don't know why I laughed. It's kind of racist.
Yeah, I just thought of a funny thing. Yeah.
And with that said, expect to move on.
And we're back at Toolies.
Yeah, come on, you
Come
son of a bitch. What
on.
have you used?
Get to the chopper.
Tell us what tools you have used.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah. I was just
Come on the
imagining.
tools. So what do you have?
Yeah, like I said, I started writing a new book.
Yes, you did.
And it was all that pent up energy from not doing Inktober, like all those 10 seconds every day. And no, where I live, where I take the train, is right next to a lake. I keep looking at that lake, and every morning it's very kind of misty
Placid?
and
No.
very placid. Yes. And I just imagined there being a monster in there. And then it just hit me that I should write that story. So now I am kind of going the Matthias route and writing a children's story.
Where children die?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I kind
Does
of
not sound like a Matthias book.
but I had to go in and check to see sort of, is that a thing? Like, do people write books where people do die and stuff? And that has become a more normal thing. Like, I guess it's a certain age group. I don't know what, I mean, that's for the publisher to decide whenever I finish this. But
how gruesome is it though? Like,
it's not going to be that gruesome.
Yeah.
No, actually, I am going to write it pretty gruesomely and then alter it and make it more childlike. Like, maybe not have them all become friends at the end, but something like that, you know? Somebody's been
they're not friends,
misunderstood.
but they're dead.
Yeah, kind of.
The end. Fuck you.
Or are they?
Or are they? Ooh.
More that.
Okay.
But I don't know. I got more energy and I wanted to do something that wasn't everything else that I'm doing, of course, because that's how I work. And it sucks and I hate it. I
So
just
you
wanna finish
decided to
something.
kill children.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Actually, there's no children getting killed. It's grown-ups. But the kids have to solve the problem because the parents and police don't believe them, you know, of course. Kind of Stranger Things-ish.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would like to see the Stranger Things season 11 where they just get therapy.
It's been done for years, but yeah,
It's
Will
over.
is
They're
just
like
sitting
30.
there hugging himself, crying out a window. Yeah.
Exactly. Seeing the back of his head and just realizing
Mike.
what Mike was seeing.
Yeah. Still in the closet. Still not come out. But I did watch a YouTuber that said something that really clicked with me, and this is something that clicked with him, but it was, rather than focusing on, I need to write the best book that I've ever written or that anybody has ever written, I'm just going to finish the worst piece of garbage that I can put out there.
Yeah.
Just that.
Genius.
Because once you've done, anybody can do this. Anybody can write a really shitty book. When you've done that, you have a book. Then you can go back and start altering it and making it good or better. Or maybe it's not as bad as you thought. But that is my new approach.
That
Just
is awesome.
like put it out there and keep writing, no matter how bad it is, no matter how much you're like art blocked or don't have any inspiration for anything. You just keep pushing it out. Like any piece of shit that is stuck in your ass, you just push it out
Exactly.
and finish it, because then you have a book. Then you have a finished
Drink
product.
creative laxative and go
And just-
crazy.
Yeah. No,
Spray
that's
the
cheating.
walls. Oh,
There's no laxative. It's
No,
just
but-
hard work.
is it?
Keep pushing. You know?
But something that relates to that is I read some article that someone shared, article within Bunny Ears, that was sort of like using Comic Sans has some psychological effect on people so that it helps them write because it's such a stupid font. It just takes away all the pressure of an expectation, I guess,
I'm
from you.
writing this by hand.
Yeah, you're a psycho.
Yeah.
But
It's just
using
easier.
Comic
Yeah.
Sans apparently
just makes
helps
sense.
people. Makes sense, exactly. Comic Sans makes sense.
Oh,
No,
what
Delete. Delete track. No, but I didn't read into it. I was like, oh, let's see if there's a merit to this. Like, did someone actually do a study, or is this just something that someone just said and people like placebo effect? It works. But try it,
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, yeah.
If you're gonna write and it's gonna suck, why not do it in Comic Sans to
And then
make
you
it suckier?
You just select all of it and change font
Exactly.
when it's done.
When it's done to something awesome, but
Yeah.
play around with it or
Like
wingdings.
I can definitely see that be a thing.
Yeah,
Like that,
why
that would
not?
definitely take the pressure off.
Or write in wingdings, you have no fucking clue if you wrote everything correctly, and then you have like airplanes, smileys, hands shaking. I don't know.
It's gonna make you happy.
It's gonna make you happy. No, but that's a really good tip though. Like write the worst book you can, and so, dude, just putting together story that doesn't have to make sense and not be great is so easy.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'll fix that later.
It's like telling your kids a bedtime story.
Oh, I've done that so many
You're
times.
just sitting there
made
and
up
like
shit.
blah blah
yeah.
blah 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 blah. It
Yeah,
just
exactly.
keeps coming out, and all of a sudden it's a finished story. That's how M. Night Shyamalan started his downward spiral towards crapdom.
Yeah, he's.
Now, do you remember the movie Late in the Water?
Nah,
That he did?
I remember the movie, hearing of it. Never saw the trailer. Never saw the movie.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh, okay.
I
okay.
stopped watching M. Night Shyamalan after he did the.
Village.
Yeah, I think I stopped just before that. I was gonna see The Village because I liked the trailer, and I didn't.
Really? Because that was like
That's what
one
I'm
of the
saying.
last
Good ones,
good
yeah.
ones.
And
yeah.
that's where I stopped.
Okay.
Like, let's stop
But you
while
saw
he's ahead.
Signs, at least.
When that goes then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of liked it.
It's actually one of my favorite
Yeah.
movies. It's
Or
gotten
did I
so
like
much
it?
shit.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
because it's one of my favorite movies. You probably didn't like it.
I probably didn't like it.
Yeah,
It sounds
no.
like I didn't like it. You said you like it.
Yeah. No, it's... I don't know why I like it so much, but there's just something with that movie. It's on my top 5. I really, really love that movie.
Is it the anti-Semitism that gets you every time? No.
No, I think it's the alcoholism.
It's the alcoholism angle with
Yeah.
him screaming at his wife. Wait, that's another one.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
the same.
That's another.
That's another. Then maybe that's Lethal Weapon 5.
Is it?
No.
Yeah. No.
Mal.
yeah.
Mal.
Ah, Mel. Oh, Mel. Good old Mel.
Good old Mal.
Still screaming. Still, yeah. But yeah, no, so those were my tools. Hopefully they help if you're stuck and just want to finish something. Or if you haven't ever thought about writing something, maybe do. It's good therapy. It just takes your mind away from whatever the fuck is all around you. Put you into your own universe and just have fun with it. And yeah, now that I've talked about it, obviously I'm never going to finish this book.
Never doing it.
No, I do have a vision of where I want this to go, what I want it to be, have more or less the whole book finished already. And I want to illustrate it myself as well. Right. Really so inspired by Maddie, as we all are. But want to do, like, go that route and just do at least one book that is all me.
Very cool.
So that's my new plan, and
it's called Killing the Baby. And
don't spoil it. Yeah. But yeah, and
But
you
yeah.
have started your printing process
thing. Yeah, holy shit. I started the day before yesterday. I was like, on Friday I started. And just, I have a new computer. So everything that I did, I don't remember from the old computer. So I had to reinstall stuff and nothing worked. Also, I have the latest version of Photoshop. Everything is updated, so I don't even know if the plugins work. There's no information online. And also, I have an M1 MacBook, and it's a different processor. So not everything works on these computers because like they change from Intel-based to M1, which is Mac's own, processors. And it's supposed to make it faster, but it also makes it not work with stuff. So Photoshop, like a year ago, started supporting that. But it also means that when you use their M1, all plugins don't work. Ta-da!
Yay!
But I figured this out like weeks ago, how to switch between sort of going so that you can run plugins. You have to do the slower version of Photoshop, but it works, and then I can flip back to the faster one when I'm not printing.
Nice.
So the plugins do work, but it took me 2 days to kind of just try to find like weird answers on Google and, and kind of put everything together to kind of make my printer print properly.
Yeah.
And I ruined 2 really expensive pieces of printing paper before I got it right. And that was, I think, a small price to pay for like for getting those prints because they look really nice. Like the stuff that I sent you,
Yeah.
like it looked nice, but it's so much nicer in real life. Every time I look at the prints, I'm like, damn.
Because it still looks really, really nice in the picture you sent and the video. So, I mean, if anything, that is like proof of how good it is. But I can't wait to see them like for real and hold
it's
the
so
print.
different. Like you
Also,
hold them.
just to feel the paper and like
I think it's
just,
like 320 gram
Oh,
paper,
yes.
or is it?
Does it sound like a thunderstorm?
I have not dared do that with them. But I don't even know because I bought A3 and A2, so they're quite big. And I don't know what to print. I don't have that much to print.
Well, we have a couple of days.
Yeah, so
That's the cool thing, though. Like you could actually print, like
it's going to be
on
limited.
Saturday morning or Friday
Dude,
afternoon,
or after, like
because you don't have to wait for a printer somewhere.
And it prints fairly fast.
Yeah. How well, I guess it's like normal printer, just like a little bit slower.
Yeah, I thought it. Like I don't know. Like I was so busy doing
I just
stuff
felt like
that
that was a stupid question. My mouth was faster than my brain.
The
of
A3s
course.
come out fairly fast, and A3 is the only thing I've printed.
It's not like a couple of hours. to
No,
print.
it's just a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
So it's nothing. Like it is, and it comes out. Like you're like, what the fuck? Like you saw the glows.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck does it print the glows exactly like they are on the iPad?
Nice.
It's insane. I did print them for my computer though, but still, they look backlit. I was like, okay. Damn. And so really excited, but I need to figure out what to print. I want to try to print one of the black and white drawings as well, but I also want to draw something that I'm proud of, something new that has not been
Expectations, my
seen.
friend, and how deadly they are. There you go.
What do you mean in this
How you're
case?
putting pressure on yourself to like create something that's worth printing.
Oh,
Like,
no,
like-
not worth printing. I just want something that I'm like, that's new. I'm so tired of all my old work because I've reused and regurgitated it for so long
Yeah.
that I don't want to print it anymore. Like I want
I
to
get
sell stuff that I'm proud of, The Inktober stuff this year, like a lot of it is good. But it was stressed out, so I have an expectation of what they should be and what they are.
Yeah.
But I can still kind of accept like they're at a high level, so it's fine. But I really want to print some. Like I'll print like a couple of Sailor Moons and stuff like that, but I would like to print something that I'm proud of in a different way that hasn't, like, when did I make that Sailor Moon one? 2 years ago?
Yeah, one was Sailor Moon. Like,
No, but that was like when that meme was
yeah,
done.
that's what I mean.
I don't
when was
remember. I
that-
don't even remember
that
the meme.
Everybody did it.
Yeah, and I'm not, like, I think it looks nice. The print is so good, but I want something that is current, that is new, that is drawn, this fucking millennia.
Maybe a turtle piece.
Yes, that's what I want. I would love it, and I would love to make like one with all of them as well, just for me. But yeah, we'll see what I have time to do. Like, I don't want to put pressure on myself to draw even more because I want to be like happy at the convention. But yeah,
Nice.
printing is super fun. Hopefully I will use this printer more in the future, but I doubt it. But it did not clog up.
That's awesome.
I did like a cleaning thing before where it kind of cleans itself, and then I printed.
And it's really cool that you can do a print on demand thing.
It is so cool.
So you can just post it online, and
Yeah.
then if somebody wants it, you can print it in really high quality now.
Yep.
It's
It's
awesome.
so good. And
Yeah.
once I've kind of printed out some of the ink, I'll try to get it to my new apartment. But I can't move it right now because it will spill inside the machine.
Yeah, well, that's life, I guess.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
once the inks are sort of out, I will drain them into the thing, and I don't even remember where all the inks are. Like, it's like I know where the inks are, but where the sort of, there's a cabinet where all the ink pours out, like all the excess. I don't know where that is located at all. I don't remember.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. No, I have YouTube. YouTube has been super helpful for all this stuff.
With everything.
Hmm. And that's the only thing I use YouTube for. Super grateful for all the fucking in-depth sort of like tutorials and steps for
Yeah.
machines and other fucking, like, even yard work, or like fucking like how do I build an inner ceiling, or
There's
like
a video for everything that you ever wanted to know.
yeah.
I love it.
And you can kind of like, oh shit, thank God I didn't do this without checking this video,
Yeah.
because I would have fucked up, that step, or like that initial step wasn't even part of my process.
Mm-hmm.
So it is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have nothing else on tools except the Canon Image Prograph Pro 1000. Jesus Christ. Not part of the name. It was awesome. And I do recommend it if you can afford it.
It'll be very interesting to see what you bring to Comic-Con.
Yes.
If you actually manage to last second pull something out of your ass and print it.
No, I will do like a 5 run. The best thing is I can print 5 Sailor Moons and then bring them. And
Yeah.
if they sell, I can print 5 more.
Yeah.
Or not. That's the best thing. Like,
So-
I can print on the day after and just,
You take orders.
yeah. So it is pretty cool.
Sweet.
But will I? We'll see.
Many butts.
Many butts in my huts. I don't know what that
yeah.
means. Moving on?
Yeah, moving
That's
on.
what it means.
That's exactly what it means. Yeah, what's the thing? Yeah, there we go. Moving on.
And you are back to the chopper. And the fucking crickets are still going.
There we
How
go.
long is fucking crickets? You don't need crickets for like 10 seconds or whatever the fuck.
It's cool. You see a timer on the noise thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just went for it.
So you are back. It's retro time. Let's talk movies.
So what have you seen?
Nothing. This is you. Your time to shine. Fly like an eagle.
To the sea.
Fly like a Stephen Seagal. No.
No.
You
Yeah.
son of a bitch. Dylan.
I'm trying to prepare for my epic monologue here. Yeah. No, I haven't seen all that much, to be honest. There's a couple of things that I think we can just talk about in general.
Tell him,
Cool-
Robert.
Cool things. No, I finally got a movie that I ordered fucking ages ago. That's called, what is it? Superman, Batman, Battle of the Super Sons.
Son.
And like the cover looked really cool.
Is that the one that looks like it's a bit differently drawn?
Yeah.
It's like Robin and
Super Son.
Super Sun. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Supersonic.
Fuck, I forgot his name. What's
Bloodwing?
what's Clark's dad's name? Do you remember?
Oh, his name is.
Kent? No,
Yeah,
that's the
it is.
last name, of course.
But Jonathan.
Jonathan, yes, and I think they named their son after Clark's dad. So it's Jonathan and Damien, kind of battling Starro. You remember the big star from?
Yeah.
Suicide
Yeah.
Squad?
That was what I saw from the trailer that I saw somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe YouTube.
So I never saw
Facebook.
the trailer, which I should have, because this is that type of animation that I hate.
Yes. The
And now I
sort of-
paid money for it.
Yes.
And I paid for it.
But it looked okay movement wise. Like the
Yeah.
little things that I saw.
Some of the
action,
stuff is actually pretty okay. Sometimes you kind of forget about the animation, but it just reminds you so quickly again. Or
Yeah.
me at least.
Yeah,
I'm really not good with that.
I can't watch any anime in that style at all. It
so
just annoys
the
me.
type of animation, if you want to reference, it's kind of the same as the Batman Ninja movie that's on Netflix, I think.
I haven't seen it.
It's a 3D 2D.
Oh, that one, the anime.
Yes. So
Yeah, I hate it so much. Hate it.
so it's flat 3D, I
Yeah.
guess. Or like, how would you explain what it is?
But that movie is illogical in every way.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
just take away the animation and just focus on the story. There is no story.
No, it's so
And-
stupid.
yeah.
But this one is actually, story-wise, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a solid story. And, I was in full-on daddy mode when I bought this movie. And I was like, well, this might be really cool to show kids because it's all about it. Like, it's the focus of super kids, And so the story is Starro. You get the backstory of this starfish, more or less, that drifts through space. And then if you've seen the Suicide Squad movie that James Gunn did, you understand the powers. It shoots out little stars, stick on your face, and you become like a mindless
That
zombie.
was a fucking creepy thing from the trailer when they're running and
Mm-hmm.
then those stars come out of their mouths and like stick to their face.
Yeah.
That was fucking horrifying.
And it is. It really is. But then you see the animation again, and you're like, come on.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so like the Justice League gets taken over by these Starros, and it's up to
Oh
the
yeah, I
kids.
think I saw Batman have one of those things on him.
Yes, and it is terrifying. But yeah, so it's up to the kids to save the world, more or less. And it's also I guess, discovering the powers of Jonathan Kent. Like, he's a normal kid, and then all of a sudden his power starts to kick in, and it's kind of the invincible
Yeah,
thing.
that's exactly what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
it really is. And it's kind of fun because he thinks he's got like all of the superpowers, but he actually doesn't, and stuff happens.
Ah, fun.
Yeah. And then also Damian Wayne, who is this, like,
Brat?
well, he is a bitch. Like, he's such a bitch. And it's like, well, you need to put him in dangerous situations for the powers to kick in, right? And he just pushes him off a cliff, like, with no hesitation. It's just
Very nice.
perfect. But yeah, so apart from the animation, the story is really good. I do recommend it.
How is the voice acting?
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. I can't recognize any of the voices from Batman or any of those, so I don't think it's Kevin Conroy
Or the normal career.
and I didn't look into like whoever did any of this. It was a very spontaneous buy, but yeah, I saw it. It was okay. I don't like the animation, so that's that. Then there was a new show on Netflix, very, very much like Ink Master, if you've ever seen that show with tattoos, but this one is Drink.
Oh, you
Masters.
posted something about this. Yeah.
Yeah, I did, but there was I didn't notice that I misspelled something, so I took it down. Yeah.
That's why I didn't understand what was said.
Yes, there you go. I was too quick to post the thing.
Yeah, I'm done.
But it goes without saying. It's like drink masters. It's like super bartenders do drink battles, and they get like a brief, and they have to do different cocktails, and they have a certain amount of time to do like, well, a person does like a olive extract. Like it's really, really impressive, even though they're just doing drinks, but it's all about presentation and everything all around it. I love these shows. I love these shows.
I noticed because you watch a lot of these shows.
Any
It was
show-
like cakes,
Yeah.
and it was this, and it's
It never ends.
yeah.
Yeah, but this is so exactly like Ink Master. Like the way it's shot and how they're lined up for every elimination and all of it. Like it's Ink Master, but drink, you know.
Drink Master.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
There's even ink in the name.
there you go.
That's-
I was laughing at it every time I saw it. I was like, it's fucking Ink Master. But it was surprisingly good. Again, like very skilled people doing skilled stuff. I love watching it. Recommend it to anybody that has that same interest. Something else on Netflix. Well, actually, everything else on this list is on Netflix.
Did you need me here? Like, I feel like I have nothing to
Probably.
add. I'll do quips in between.
Yeah. No, the last two I think will be where we riff off. But I just started watching The Watcher, the new show on Netflix. It's based on a true story, actually. And I heard the backstory about whatever happens in the show before I saw this show.
Okay.
So I already knew.
Which one is it? I can't place it at all.
It's with Naomi Watts, and I don't know the guy's name. You've definitely seen him in stuff, but I can't like.
The Watcher.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen the Station Agent. It's with.
I know.
No. Fuck it. But it's a really, really good show. It's about a family that buys a very, 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 very expensive house in the suburbs. They're from the city. And like it starts with their neighbors being a little bit creepy and being like, oh, we're watching you. And then their other neighbors are also really creepy. And then the police are also really creepy.
Oh,
and
my God.
everybody that they come in contact with is really creepy. And everybody's
So it's like Hot Fuzz, but
yeah. So,
serious.
but the whole thing is that they, upon getting into their house, they get a letter in their mail that is like from the Watcher, and it's like, I'm so happy you moved into the house. You should really fill the walls with young blood and la la la. I'm so eager to learn the name of everybody in your family and where they sleep. And
oh my God.
I'm gonna be watching you. And then they keep getting more letters and with more information and stuff.
Oh
and
my
it just
God,
keeps.
yeah.
And it's really well made. And again, it is based off a true story. And I know the story, and it's so creepy. It's
Oh my
really,
God,
really
yeah.
creepy.
That is terrifying. So no supernatural element to this one. It's just creepy thriller.
But is there? Like,
Oh,
that's the
okay,
thing.
okay,
Like, it's, it has levels in there.
Okay. Cool.
Really well made.
Enticing, yeah.
Yeah, definitely recommend it. I would say it's probably the best, like, actual show out of everything that I've seen now. Haven't finished it. I have 2 more episodes to go, but Sana's super into it, and also, like, so into it that she actually wasn't able to go out of the bedroom to feed baby because she was so scared.
She's like, fuck the baby, I'm out.
Yeah, no. So no sleep for Robert because of this show. But that's how good it is. But then the last 2, obviously it's been Halloween season, and I've, at least for one of these shows, I've really, really been looking forward to watching it, and it is Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities that finally got released. And I love the way they released this show. They released 2 episodes a day for 4 days. So it's 8 episodes. Each episode is
a
about
nice
an
thing.
hour.
Yeah.
But it was perfect. Coming home after a full day's work, knowing that you have 2 more hours of new epic awesomeness on Netflix. But it's just an anthology series with each episode being its own movie created by its own writer and director. So Guillermo del Toro hasn't been like with every episode. I think he's done 1 and this is again, like, I haven't researched anything here. I just enjoy the show, watched it, and loved it. But you have, for instance, the creator of Mandy, the Greek guy.
Yeah.
Like, he has one of the episodes, and
So he's invited some crazy people.
yes,
To
and
direct, yeah.
some of these episodes are really crazy as well. Well, that one most, but that's the beauty of it. Like, even though some of these episodes are really, really bad, they're not bad. Like, there's something to take out of each and every episode. Maybe they start out really, really good, and then they end with the Stephen King type of big monster or it's stupid. Or it's really good all out, or it's really slow in the beginning and then picks up towards it. It's something with every episode, and something that kept being, like, when I talk about it to people, it's like, it's a cozy show, even though it's scary.
Like Scary Matinee? Or
Very much so. It does feel like a modern take of, like, X-Files or, something that we watched as kids.
Yeah.
Tales from the Crypt is definitely something that I feel like is a parallel to this, and this is how I would love to have a new Tales from the Crypt show.
Dude, I wish I could watch Tales from the Crypt.
It's on HBO, I think.
What?
I think so. Yeah, if you search for it.
Dude, because there are some episodes there that I really enjoyed, and I still, like, there's one of them that I remember so clearly that I really want to see again.
Which one?
It was the one with the vampires that adopt a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And then he turns out to be a werewolf.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And, like, they
this
plan to
rings a
eat
bell.
him or something like that. And they turn into, I think they turn into vampires, like, at some point. And they chase him out. And then it's the full moon and he turns into a werewolf and kills them. It's fucking... It probably sucks all the dicks.
Yeah.
But I just want to see it because of...
The quality of those shows weren't as good as you remember.
Nope. No, dude.
But I still remember it so fondly.
Yeah.
And I've always
What was the
loved-
guy's name? The guy that made them, like that made Tales from the Crypt.
I don't know.
I do, because he was a comic artist as well.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Moore or something, I think.
Alan Moore?
Alan Moore, maybe?
Really?
Some Moore guy, I think. Tales from the Crypt. We're not Googling. Shut up. Let's see. Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt.
Obviously, that's a little bit like on the cheekier side. This one is a little bit more serious, but every episode is presented by Guillermo del Toro. So it's really fun in that way. And it just... Did you find it?
It's on HBO, but who made them?
Because I think it's different creators for each thing, right?
Danny Elfman made the music, yes.
Oh, he did.
Okay,
Of course
I
he
was
did.
wrong. None of what I said is true.
They also have the cartoon show. Do you remember that
maybe
one?
that was it. Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, I don't know. I remember the cartoon.
That's
I
also-
watched it.
It's so weird that they would make a show like that into a kid's cartoon.
It's so weird.
Because it was also dark, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but it was that kind of like 80s cartoon type, 90s cartoon in this case.
yeah.
But
I wonder if that's on the HBO.
yeah, fuck. Did it come out? No, this can't be 96. It feels like, 89 to 96. That makes sense. Yes. Oh, maybe the guy that I'm talking about just made the comic? Who cares?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know that we both enjoy these types of things, but then you've gone and
Yeah,
become a wuss
Yeah.
and don't like the
But
scary stuff
actually, I
anymore.
saw the trailer for this. Totally forgot about it, but I really wanted to see it. And there's something to be said about Guillermo del Toro. Like, I really like even his bad movies. Like,
That's the thing.
like Hellboy is like still one of my
I
like
love
go. Yeah, I
Hellboy.
love Hellboy.
It's such a, I wouldn't even call it a guilty pleasure. It's just
just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like even if like
even the second one.
dude,
I see
both.
them both as kind of one.
One movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad that he didn't get to do his third, like to make it a full trilogy. I don't know what happened there. Like, I think he actually had a script and everything, but it just,
I don't know.
the studio got involved too much.
They made the other one.
Yeah.
I saw that in clips, and I was like,
Just don't,
yeah,
don't watch that movie.
I will
It's
not.
such a letdown.
yeah.
There were so
Harbor.
many good things about it that could have been like really epic, and I don't know how they fumbled that ball so badly. It's ridiculously bad.
Yeah, don't
I'm so happy
fumble
I
the
just
balls.
rented it. I didn't actually buy it. No fumbling of balls. But,
Sons of bitches.
But yeah, Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. Loved it. Loved every episode, even though I didn't like every episode.
Yeah.
But definitely check it out if you are into like the horror type things. It's got a little bit of everything for everybody. So if you're into more sci-fi stuff, there's a little sci-fi in there for you. If you're into more fantasy, there's fantasy. It's got everything. And then probably Papadopoulos, whatever his name is.
Yeah, the
Mandy.
Greek guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That was such a weird episode. I loved it.
Yannis Papagofakolopoulos.
It's beautiful though. Like I would recommend it just for the way that it's set
Shot?
up and shot.
Okay.
It's very, very, very cool. And it's got Peter Weller's
I don't know
fucking
who that is.
RoboCop.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It's got
That was
RoboCop.
cool.
Yeah. But on the same type of thing, there's also the Midnight Club, which came out a little bit earlier.
Is that
than-
also an anthology?
No,
No.
but yes.
Oh.
So I haven't finished it yet. I don't know, like I told you, I don't know why I didn't start watching it, because it does definitely feel like something I would love to see. But just something about the cheekiness of it, or whenever I saw it on Netflix, like the preview, it was just never, it didn't speak to me, I guess. But then I saw a clip on YouTube with Guillermo del Toro, and I don't remember
Guillermo!
the name of the creator of the Midnight Club, but they had a conversation, kind of just like praising each other, being really cute, and speaking of what's your favorite horror book or horror movie, and they just talked, and that made me fall in love with that other creator, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot after I watch Del Toro's thing. Started watching it, and it's really good. It's really good. Like, again, maybe it's because I'm into this, like, I want to do a children's book that's more scary than cute. This is exactly that. So this is about, we follow a girl who gets terminal cancer.
Hooray.
Spoiler alert. And she finds this, I think it's set in mid-90s, so not Stranger Things, but almost. She finds this sort of cabin in the woods where terminal kids go to kind of get better or whatever. It's a retreat.
It
or
feels like a
something.
dying home.
It does, but it's just teenagers at this place, and so she goes there, and she follows one of the kids at night, and they all meet up at in the library and start telling scary stories to sort of
cool. Yeah.
have fun, I guess, which is the Midnight Club. So
Very cool.
every episode there is a scary story being told, but it's also about these kids at this home dealing with this horrifying, terrible thing. Like, they don't all have cancer, but one has AIDS.
Different,
In the
yeah.
90s, AIDS wasn't as happy as it is today. Everybody has this different terminal illness, and it's just super sad. But it still has this sort of fun, nice vibe to it. Again, going back to Tales from the Crypt, or
I'm just seeing like Goonies as well, but they're not that terrible to each other. Yeah,
Goosebumps, what's it?
The Scary Door.
Tales
No,
from the
just kidding.
Dark Side, was that one?
Tales from the Dark Side.
Or Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? No, what was that show?
Afraid of the Dark?
Or Don't Be Afraid of the Dark.
Don't be afraid of the dark.
Something, yeah.
Yeah,
Those
one,
types of
yeah.
shows. Like, that's really what I'm feeling, but
Dude, I loved
well
those as a
made.
kid.
that's why I think you're probably going to like this. I think you and Noelia would probably vibe
No,
over
she,
this. 'cause
she needs it to be really scary.
Yeah, and it is.
Okay, cool.
Actually, I think the first episode has one of the most, like, a record for most jump scares.
Yeah, she was so disappointed with it. I don't know which part. I was like, how can you be disappointed with it? I couldn't go to the bathroom for
She's
years.
probably seen the show already.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Midnight Club and Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities are also probably my top recommendations for this week. And I've really enjoyed like really diving into more of a Halloween spirit this year than previous. Obviously, my LV, I can say now, my baby is so young that she can never ever watch anything like this.
Not yet.
Not yet. But I'm so stoked.
But you know what's going to happen?
She's going to hate it.
No. Santa's going to be so against it that she's going to love it.
That is actually really true.
Yep.
Because Santa's going to be one of those very protective.
Yeah, she's only
it's
7.
too violent.
It's too violent. Yeah.
And then whenever she's gone, we're going to watch it. Oh, yeah. She's going to love Daddy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But that's all I've seen. Like, and I've
more
really,
than I've seen.
I've really pushed it, to be honest. I haven't had much time to watch anything. That's why I was so happy about having a show that it's split up this way, so I could watch a little
at a time. Yeah.
Um,
You still haven't seen Nandor?
No, I haven't. It's not getting like a lot of good praise.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Like, I'm really out of the loop on most things entertainment.
I think it has his audience. It's got its audience, but it's it's another meh.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Like, I don't even want to see Marvel movies, or
Yeah, same.
I was gonna go see the new Black Adam with Dean. We haven't really done that either.
I've
but
heard it's
for a reason.
like fun,
Yeah,
but also stupid.
I think
Did
it's
you see
gonna
a pitch
be
meeting?
what? No,
It's out. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, like I haven't even seen YouTube. Like
Oh, okay.
beyond fixing printer, I have not seen YouTube either.
Damn.
So I've really been out of the loop. So I don't know. Like, I really don't feel like entertainment at this moment.
I saw a little talk with Jon Favreau and what's the other guy? The guys who made Mandalorian.
Yeah. What's his face?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Jon Favreau,
Favreau
and
and
Dave Filoni.
the Filoni. Oh my
Thanks.
God.
Yeah. It's baloney.
Baloney.
Yeah, Dave Filoni.
Filoni,
Just
such
talking
a
a little bit about sort of future for Star Wars, and
And it's a
They
take a
made me-
10-year break.
they made me hype for the Ahsoka show because they
Okay.
said it's
Ashoka.
it's like a lone samurai type
Very
show.
cool. That would be cool. Because Western movies and samurai movies kind of the same fucking
Kind of the
thing.
same, yeah.
But one is cooler
So
and one
this
is cowboys.
This is pretty much Mandalorian, but with Ahsoka instead.
Exactly. So very
Swords.
cool.
Swords.
Schwartz.
Yes. So that's actually like I have a little bit of hype up for that one, and so much so that I actually wanted to start drawing a portrait of Ahsoka.
You know what's going to happen with that show? Every male lead will be like a, when you play video games and the enemy's just walking into walls and you can just shoot them in the back of the head.
Yeah.
That's like Disney for me right now. They're like, that is what we get. And
Yeah.
I'm really like,
Look how
pass.
good she is. Yeah.
And the guy just walks into the wall. Just walks casually.
Speaking of
In
walking
the
into
sense.
walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for
everybody.
listening.
Yeah, we fucking made it through, and it's
it's super early. It's so insane.
early. Normally we start the podcast now.
Yep.
This is crazy. But
I like how sort of like snappy it's been. Like,
Really?
because last time, dude, last time I died
Yeah.
before we got, like, I felt it in the restaurant. I was like, I'm never gonna like survive this.
yeah,
So this
been
is
there
actually, we still have some energy. Like it might not feel like it, but I'm not dead. I'm not like dead tired as I was last time.
I've just been really brain dead today.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah, because these episodes are really good otherwise. So it's good that you,
exactly spice it up a bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, anxiety and all. But yeah, no, we're super tired.
What?
Next episode?
will be
Find
so
out
good.
how Comic-Con went
and how ruined we are.
and how little we've seen. But yeah, it'll be super fun to to talk about the weekend.
Mhm.
I'm really looking forward to that. And
Learnings. It'll probably only be interesting to us, but
yeah.
that's what we have to talk
That's
about.
where I have to talk. No, and again, it's gonna be me tattooing at Comic-Con.
Oh shit, you're tattooing. That is so terrible.
Terrifying.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we'll see if I make any money at all. Maybe I'll be bankrupt, and
You can have your poster back, but I'm gonna put it up in my new apartment. But you can have it back if you need the money.
no, you need to put it up in your apartment. Yeah, awesome.
But I need a cryptic. Triptych?
Triptych. Yeah, a cryptic triptych.
A cryptic trip.
Yeah,
And
just a tip.
that's the sound of us leaving.
Yeah, the-
trip,
Yeah,
wrap it up,
there you go.
skip it up, doobie-doo, bop-a-doop,
You've been great. Thank you, everybody.
Oh yeah, actually, I'm the one who has to turn it off.
Thank you so much for listening, and see you next
We're
week.
going to the audience. Whatever that means. Don't be racist.